Good morning, friends and family of friends. Happy Tuesday the 13th, everyone. Man, time is such a strange, fickle friend because it's hard to believe it's almost the middle of the month already. Today, we are coming to you from a research vessel presently located directly over the final resting place of Titanic. Tomorrow, we're going to take a 2-mile descent to see her for ourselves. We certainly hope you can join us. This morning, sunrise will be at 6:15 and sunset will be at 7:35, giving us 13 hours and 21 minutes of daylight today. Presently, it's cold again, 27 degrees outside. What a wake-up call after a warm weather that we've had. It's just Mother Nature reminding us who's boss. So today, you can expect partly sunny skies with highs close to 40 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 10 to 20 miles an hour. All right, from our family of friends celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday, Jeremy Mick, Tim Lang, Blake William, Jessica Dusterbeck-Gosher, Tracy Timmers, Allison Lovegren, Zach Wild, Amanda Krisk, and last but certainly not least, past co-worker, fellow gamer, and friend, Griffin Harmon. Our celebrity birthday shout-out starts with a Little Miss Sunshine child actress who played roles in My Sister's Keeper, Zombieland, No Reservation, and Nim's Island. In 2015, she was cast in the Fox horror comedy series Scream Queens. Abigail Breslin turns 24 today. Our next celebrity has been immortalized for starring on the series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, for which she won 5 Teen Choice Awards. She also starred in Cruel Intentions, winning an MTV Award for Best Kiss with Selma Blair. Sarah Michelle Gellar turns 43 today. Our next celebrity is an absolutely great actor who gained fame starring in the revealing role of Gaz in the 1997 film The Full Monty, and played Ducky in the 2000 film The Beach. Other notable films include Trainspotting and 28 Weeks Later. In 2011, he began starring in the fun TV series Once Upon a Time. He also was in the TV series Stargate Universe. He is just a great actor in everything I've seen him in. Robert Carlyle turns 59 today. All right, moving on to this day in history. On today's date, in 1828, the first American dictionary is published. Its author, Noah Webster, registers its copyright for publication. Hello, Webster's Dictionary. On today's date, in 1836, the U.S. Congress forms the new territory of Wisconsin, home sweet home. On today's date, in 1865, President Lincoln is shot and mortally wounded by John Wilkes Booth while attending the comedy Our American Cousins at Ford Theater in Washington, D.C. He died the next day. On today's date, in 1912, at 11:37 p.m., the unsinkable ship, the RMS Titanic, strikes an iceberg in North Atlantic while on her maiden voyage. She sank at 2:20 a.m., almost 3 hours after hitting the iceberg, killing 1,517 of the 2,238 people on board. Very sad. All right, on to our comedy corner. What did the broccoli say to the celery? Quit stalking me. Today is National Ex-Spouses Day, National Dolphin Day, National Pecan Day, National Look Up at the Sky Day, National Pan American Day, National Gardening Day, and National Reach as High as You Can today. Today's morning motivational is a simple, undeniable truth. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. It's so true because you can't change what's happened, so dwelling over spilled milk is energy wasted. Well, let's dive a little deeper into the story behind Titanic, past and present. After the sinking of the Titanic on April 15, 1912, the great ship slumbered on the floor of the Atlantic Ocean for over 70 years before its wreckage was discovered. On September 1st of 1985, a joint American-French expedition headed by famous American oceanographer Dr. Robert Ballard found the Titanic over 2 miles below the ocean surface by using an unmanned submersible called Argo. This discovery gave new meaning to the Titanic sinking and gave birth to new dreams in ocean exploration. Only 3 days after setting sail, the Titanic struck an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. on April 14, 1912, somewhere in the North Atlantic. Although it took the ship over 2.5 hours to sink, the vast majority of the crew and passengers perished due to a significant lack of lifeboats and improper use of those that they did have. The lifeboats could have held over 1,100 people, but only 705 passengers were saved. Nearly 1,500 people perished that night when Titanic sank. People around the world were shocked when they heard that the unsinkable, the Titanic, had sank. They wanted to know the details of the disaster, yet, however much the survivors could share, theories and whatnot, the Titanic, when it sank, it remained unsubstantiated until the wreckage of the great ship could be found. There was just one problem. No one was sure exactly where the Titanic had sank. Given Ballard's history with the U.S. Navy, he decided to ask them to fund his expedition. They agreed, but not because they had a vested interest in finding the long-lost ship. Instead, the Navy wanted to use the technology Ballard would create to also help them find and investigate the wreckage of two nuclear submarines, the USS Thresher and the USS Scorpion, that had been mysteriously lost in the 1960s. Ballard's search for the Titanic provided a nice cover story for the Navy, who wanted to keep their search for the two lost submarines a secret from the Soviet Union. Amazingly, Ballard maintained the secrecy of his mission even as he built the technology and used it to find and explore the remains of the USS Thresher and the remains of the Scorpion. While Ballard was investigating these wrecks, he learned more about debris fields, which would prove crucial in finding the Titanic. Once his secret mission was complete, Ballard was able to focus on searching for the Titanic. However, he now had only 2 weeks in which to do it. The Nor arrived in the area on August 22nd, 1985 and began sweeps of the area using Argo. In the early morning hours of September 1st, 1985, the first glimpse of Titanic in 73 years appeared on Ballard's screen. Exploring 12,000 feet below the ocean's surface, the Argo relayed the image of one of Titanic's boilers embedded within a sandy surface of the ocean floor. The team on the Nor was ecstatic about the discovery, although the realization that they were floating atop the graves of nearly 1,500 individuals lent a somber tone to their celebration. The expedition proved to be instrumental in shedding light on the Titanic's sinking. Prior to the discovery of the wreckage, there was some belief the Titanic had sunk in one piece. In 1985, images did not give researchers definitive information on the ship sinking. However, it did establish some basic foundations that countered early myths. Ballard returned to Titanic in 1986, the following year, with new technology that allowed him to further explore the interior of the majestic ship. Images were collected that showed the remains of the beauty that so captivated those who had seen Titanic at its height. The grand staircase, still hanging chandeliers, and intricate ironwork were all photographed during Ballard's second successful expedition. Tomorrow, we'll dive down and take a closer look at Titanic, and we hope you'll join us. As usual, Belinda and I hope that you enjoyed this adventure and the look back in time. We do appreciate the time that you spend with us each and every day. Our goal is to offer a mix of entertainment and education in each of our Morning Minute posts. After all, knowledge is power, and we do love to share what we come across. We hope you're enjoying the experience. Please continue to like, follow, and share us with your friends and family. Thanks again for your time. Make it an awesome day. You have the power. We're out of here.